Om
Namo
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskritam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Chaivam Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudire
Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayeshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam
Bhagavatam
Bhagavatam
Sevaya.
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiti
Bhaktin Bhagavate Nistiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Shaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya
Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all the devotees. Today, we are going to discuss about Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter number 18, text number 22. This is the continuation of the previous classes. So, let us all chant the sloka. So, yesterday as I explained, the sloka, the words are little big. So, how to bifurcate the words and pronounce, it is there in the down. Please repeat behind me. Yatrānuraktāḥ sahasaiva dhīrā
yatrānuraktāḥ dhīrā
vyapohya dehādiṣu saṅgam ūḍham
dehādiṣu saṅgam
vrajanti pārama-haṁsyam antyaṁ yasminn ahiṁsopaśamaḥ sva-dharmaḥ yatrānuraktāḥ sahasaiva dhīrā vyapohya dehādiṣu saṅgam ūḍham vrajanti pārama-haṁsyam antyaṁ
pārama-haṁsyam antyaṁ
yasminn ahiṁsopaśamaḥ sva-dharmaḥ
yasminn ahiṁsopaśamaḥ sva-dharmaḥ
yatrānuraktāḥ sahasaiva dhīrā
yatrānuraktāḥ sahasaiva dhīrā
vyapohya dehādiṣu saṅgam ūḍham
vyapohya dehādiṣu saṅgam
vrajanti pārama-haṁsyam antyaṁ
pārama-haṁsyam antyaṁ
yasminn ahiṁsopaśamaḥ sva-dharmaḥ
yasminn ahiṁsopaśamaḥ sva-dharmaḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Yatra, unto whom.
Unto whom.
Anuraktaha,
Anuraktaḥ,
firmly attached.
attached.
Sagasa, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Eva,
Eva,
certainly. Dhīrā, self-controlled. Vyapohya, leaving aside. Deha, the gross body and subtle mind.
the gross body and subtle mind.
Adishu, relating to. Saṅgam, attachment. Ūḍham,
ūḍham,
taken to,
taken to,
vrajanti,
vrajanti,
go away,
go away,
tat,
tat,
that,
that,
pārama-haṁsyam,
pārama-haṁsyam,
the highest stage of perfection,
the highest stage of perfection,
antyaṁ,
antyaṁ,
and beyond that,
beyond that,
yasminn,
yasminn,
in which
in which
ahimsa,
ahiṁsa,
non-violence,
nonviolence,
upāsamaḥ,
upāsamaḥ,
and renunciation,
and renunciation,
sva-dharmaḥ,
sva-dharmaḥ,
consequential occupation.
consequential occupation.
Translation: Purport page Divine Grace Abhaya Channam A.C. Bhakti-yoga Swami Śrī Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation: please repeat behind me. Self-controlled persons
Self-controlled persons
who are attached to the Supreme Lord
who are attached to the Supreme Lord
Śrī Kṛṣṇa
Śrī Kṛṣṇa
can all of a sudden
can all of a sudden
give up the world
give up the world
of material attachment,
of material attachment,
including the gross body
including the gross body
and subtle mind,
and subtle mind,
and go away to
and go away
to
attain the highest perfection
attain
the highest perfection
of the renounced order of life,
of the
of the renounced order of life,
by which
by which
non-violence
nonviolence
and renunciation
and renunciation
are consequential.
are consequential.
Purport: only the self-control can gradually be attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Self-control means not indulge in sense enjoyment more than is necessary. And those who are not self-controlled are given over to sense enjoyment. Dry philosophical speculation is a subtle sense enjoyment of the mind. Sense enjoyment leads one to the path of darkness. Those who are self-controlled can make progress on the path of liberation from the conditioned life of material existence. The Vedas therefore enjoin that one should not go on the path of darkness, but should make a progressive march towards the path of light of liberation. Self-control is actually achieved not by artificially stopping the sense from material enjoyment, but by becoming factually attached to the Supreme Lord by engaging one's unalloyed senses in the transcendental service of the Lord. The senses cannot be forcibly curbed, but they can be given proper engagement. Purified senses, therefore, are always engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord. This perfectional stage of sense enjoyment is called bhakti-yoga. So, those who are attached to the means of bhakti-yoga are factually self-controlled and can all of a sudden give up their homely or bodily attachment for the service of the Lord. This is called the pārama-haṁsyam stage. Hamsa or swan accept only milk out of a mixture of milk and water. Similarly, those who accept the service of the Lord instead of Maya's service are called the pārama-haṁsyas. They are naturally qualified with the all kind of good attributes. Good attributes such as pridelessness, freedom from vanity, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity, respectability, worship, devotion, and sincerity. All these godly qualities exist in the devotee of the Lord spontaneously. Such pārama-haṁsyas who are completely give up to the service of the Lord are very rare. They are very, very rare even amongst the liberated souls. Real non-violence means freedom from envy. In this world, everyone is envious of his fellow being. But a perfect pārama-haṁsa, being completely given up to the service of the Lord, is perfectly non-envious. He loves every living being in relation with the Supreme Lord. Real renunciation means perfect depends on God. Every living being is dependent on someone else because he is so made. Actually, everyone is dependent on the mercy of the Supreme Lord. But one forgets his relations with the Lord, he becomes dependent on the conditions of material nature. Renunciation means renouncing one's dependence on the conditions of material nature and thus becoming completely dependent on the mercy of the Lord. Real independence means complete faith in the mercy of the Lord without dependence on the condition of matter. This Paramahamsa stage is the highest perfection stage in bhakti-yoga, the process of devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, today's sloka, it is talking about the self-controlled person who is attached to the Supreme Lord Krishna. So, the person who is attached to the Supreme Lord Krishna and who is self-controlled, they can only give up the material attachment very easily, and they can ready to give even the or whatever the gross body we are seeing. They are ready to give the gross body and the subtle mind. And what they will do, they are ready to go away from the. They are ready to go away to attain the highest perfection. What is the highest perfection? Renunciation from the life and attached to the service of the Lord. That is the way the self-controlled person can be. So that is, it is very, very rare in this material world. So in the human being, human life is very, very rare. And in that, to get a bhakti towards Krishna is very, very rare. So what is meant by self-controlled person? Because we are all addicted or captured by our senses. We are all the servants of our senses. And if you see the other animals and other plants, everything, there may be, how many senses we have? How many senses we have? Human have?
Five senses.
5 senses, including our mind, it is a 6.
6 senses.
6 senses. So if you take the 5 senses, what is that? Hearing is one of the senses. Ear is one of the sense organ. Eyes, nose, mouth, and touch. These are all the senses, different senses. If you see animals, either of the one, the animal will be one or any of the. I will give you the examples. Animals will be weak in the senses. For example, if you see the honeybee, it will go to the flower by flower, and it will collect the small nectar, honey from gather the honey from the small flower. Even a small flower also, it will go and sit, and it will go inside of the flower, and it will take the honey from that, and it will collect like that. Sometimes when it go to the such a flowers where it is a more fragrant, in that it will go in that smell. It is addicted to the smell. The honey bee is addicted to the smell. It will forget itself and it will stay inside of the flower only. And in the evening, what will happen? The flower covers up. So because of his sense, which is addicted to the smell, and the honeybee forget is how to come out from that, and it stayed inside of the flower only, and he loses his life. So this is one of the example for addiction of smell in the animal kingdom. And another thing, if you see how to capture the deer in the jungle, the hunter, he will use the flute or some music instrument, and he will use the flute or something. He will make a nice, he will sing it through the flute, and with that sound, the deer, by seeing the hunter, it will run, but hearing that sound, it will stop there and it will see where the sound is coming, from where it is coming. Some time back, the deer, by seeing the hunter, it was running, but the same hunter is playing the flute. The deer run towards him and it will come near to him. Even though the deer, it is afraid before, now it is not afraid. It is forget his own position because of this sound. He is mesmerized on the sound, and it will come to the hunter, and the hunter easily capture the deer. So the deer senses, one of the senses, prominent senses, sound. It is addicted to the sound. So because of that, the deer also losing the life. And if you see the fish in the water, see whatever the what is the fish will eat? It will eat the plants which are growing inside the water, and what are the it will take the wastage, mud, this and all. What is the funguses inside of the water? What is happening? It will eat that only. The fish food is that. But when a person using to capture the fish, what it will do? He will add a small insect in the fish, what is that fish net, and he will put it in the inside of the water. So the fish, he had everything inside of the water. He has the arrangement to have the food and all, but because of his tongue, to taste that the small worm, it will jump and catch that worm, and it will capture by the hook. And the fisherman, it will take out and he will kill the fish. So even though everything is arranged, but the senses, because of his senses, it is agitated, it is going in the wrong direction, and it is captured. The fish got captured. Because this is one of the example for tongue. So what are the things we saw? Ears we saw, and sound we saw, and nose we saw, and tongue we saw. And the mouth, there is a small insect. It will fly. The fly, if you see the fly, nowadays we have a tube light and all. The fly, it will come, and by seeing the light, it will attracted by the light. It will come to the light, and it will roam around the light. Everyone have experience. You saw that's kind of flies. In the olden days, every house they used to have the fire light. It is not the electricity. There was no electricity. They used to give the lantern light, kind of fire light. So by seeing the light, the moth got attracted. It will go near to the fire. It will try to get into the fire, and it will lose its life. So that small moth, it got, because of his sense, eyes, by seeing is one of the sense, it is attracted by that, and it is going inside, and it is losing his life. Like that, elephant. Elephant, if you see the elephant, if you want to capture how they are capturing the elephant, they will dig a big hole in the earth, and they will cover it with their small grasses and all. By seeing from outside, we can understand that there is a big hole there. And other side, they will keep the she elephant, woman elephant, they will keep that side, female elephant. So immediately, the male elephant, it will come there, their way. By seeing the woman, female elephant, it will try to connect with that elephant. So because of his sense, the touch sense, so immediately it will run towards the elephant, and it will fall in the dig, and they will capture the elephant. Even though it's a big animal, because of his senses, unable to control his senses, it is also caught by the hunters. So these are all the animals we saw how they are unable to. All these animals, if you see, one senses are prominent. Because of that, they are captured, they are dying, they are captured, or something it is happening. But if you see the human being, which senses is more prominent for human being? Anybody can say which sense is more prominent for us?
Tongue. Yeah.
No. For human being, all the senses are prominent. Animals can, one animal can capture by one senses, but human can be captured by any of the senses. All the senses are active for human being. By seeing something, then human being will go into the Maya. By hearing something, he can go into the Maya. By eating, by speaking something, by hearing, by smelling that. So by touching. So all the senses are prominent for human being. So it is very, very danger for the human being to control. It is danger for, by senses only, they will be captured, and they will get into the Maya. So it is very dangerous. Our senses are very dangerous. It will take us to Maya very easily. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also saying that even though if you control all your senses, if any one of the sense if it is, or you are uncontrolled, then you will be fell into Maya. That's what Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita. So how it is? See, you are controlling everything. But you are unable to control the intoxication. Okay. Somebody, they are using the cigarette. So I control my senses. I won't hear, I want to see, I want to smell, I won't touch. I'm a control, self-control person, but I am unable to control my smoking. So people are there in this world and unable to control the non-vegetarian eating, unable to control by seeing the movies and the pornographies kind of things, unable to control hearing the songs, movie songs and all. And these are the defects are there with us. So what Bhagavad Gita and Krishna is saying that it is not possible to control the senses and mind. In 5,000 years back, Krishna is for explaining all this Bhagavad Gita at that time. Krishna asked to control the mind. He was explaining the yoga system. So by practicing the yoga system, control the mind, he was explaining to Arjuna. The Arjuna, what immediately he said, Krishna, I can control this wind. I can capture this wind and control it, but I can't control my mind. That's what he is saying. 5,000 years back, Arjuna, he is the devotee of the Lord. He is the perfect person. He unable to control. He was a warrior. He unable to control his mind. But how we can control in this Kali Yuga without any qualification? How can we control our mind? So it is not at all possible for us to control any of the senses. So what is the solution for that? In the Purport, Prabhupada told, we can't control our senses, but from the lower purpose, what is the lower purpose? Sense enjoyment. I need to enjoy that. That is the lower purpose. We should not use our senses for the lower purpose. If you use the same senses for the higher purpose, you need to just divert the senses to the higher purpose. That means towards the service to the Lord, then all of our senses will be controlled. Like, okay, I won't eat outside. I will eat only the prasadam. That is the consciousness. That is Krishna consciousness. The prasadam, the food offered to Krishna, after offering only I will take. That is, I will offer the bhoga to the Lord, then I will take. Then that is the control. That is a control to our mouth, our sense, tongue. And I won't speak about others. It is waste of time. That is control to your tongue. I will speak only about Krishna. Wherever we are who are all my meeting, my friends, my relatives, I will try to explain what is Krishna consciousness and how to progress in Krishna consciousness, what is the purpose of life. All this I will speak. Then that is the control of your tongue, and you are engaging your tongue in the service of the Lord. So in that way, we can use our tongue. Somebody more talkative, so it's better you can talk, but you talk, don't do the prajalpa. Prajalpa means talking about other beings, other fellow beings. Don't do that. Speak about Krishna. In that way, you can engage your tongue. You don't want to control your sense, but you can engage that in a Lord's service. Similarly, if you wanted to hear, don't hear about the movie songs, this and that. Hear the songs of Krishna, hear the names of Krishna, and hear the story of Krishna. Then that will take you to the next level in the bhakti. So in that way, we can engage our ears. If you want to see something, see the Archa Vigraha of Krishna, decorate him nicely. How you want to decorate him nicely. Instead of seeing all those unwanted YouTube, this and that, watch something related to Krishna, so that your mind will be purified. So this is the way. The smell is how can you smell our smell, because we are offering flowers to Krishna. Take the flower and smell it. So this is the way we can engage all our senses towards the service of Krishna. And mind, how we can engage our mind. Our mind will be roaming here and there. Whenever, even though we are sitting for standing, while standing, if you concentrate, we have to concentrate. Why we are saying concentration? See, the doctors are saying, see, even though you need to go for walking, even though people are going for walking, but there is no the proper results they are attaining. Why? if you are going for walking, your concentration should be there in the walk only. That is, the scientists are saying that if you concentrate on your walk, the result will be attained by your body. Your body also will attain, because your concentration is there. How it will be there? Somebody will go and they will hear the song or something, and somebody take the friends or family members and they will chit chat, and they will forget the purpose. The real thing is, real magic, real secret of attaining the perfect result is, whatever the activity we are doing, our mind should be on that full focus, full concentration. Then only the desired result will be there. Whether it is a walking for your body or whether it is chanting for your spiritual growth. Our concentration should be there on the whatever the activities we are doing. See, the yoga center, they are saying that they're telling going to yoga center. I was walking so many years, but I'm not getting the result. But when I went to yoga center, within 6 months, I am seeing my differences. Why? The yoga center, they are telling to you, okay, now concentrate on your neck and rotate your neck. So our concentration focusing on our part of the body immediately. So then the benefit will be there. Even though whether it is exercise also, if you focus properly, then the result will be there. The similar way, spiritual also similar thing. Our mind should focus on the chanting of the holy name. Even though we are sitting and chanting in the morning itself, we are thinking today what I should do, where I need to go, what are the activities I need to do, how to take care of my house. All those things, if you think, then the benefit will be very, very minimal. If you fully try to focus your mind on the chanting of the holy name, our full focus on the names, whatever we are reciting, then we will get the 100% benefit, and the progress in bhakti is 100% sure. So today we are discussed about the self-controlled person who is only attached to Krishna and Krishna's service, and they can easily renounce everything and they can go into the perfect path. And for us also, we also try to do as a self-controlled person, because we need to do, yes, that is a practice. First we do self-control, then only we can attach to Krishna. So self-control, attached to Krishna's service, then it will take you to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Any doubt, any questions? Any clarification is required? Everything is clear?